Hello there and welcome, guys. A lot of you have been asking me that where was I for the last 10 days. So I was at the Vipassana meditation center in Bada village in Kutch. So I was there for a 10-day meditation course. So as I said this to somebody, people said, what was your experience? I mean, tell us about it. So instead of replying to each one of you individually, I thought I'll make a video and talk to you about this. So before I tell you about my experience of the 10 days, let me tell you about the features of this course. I mean, what are the features of this course? What you have to do about it? First, you have to get enrolled. I mean, you have to go there. For the first day, you have to just submit your valuables there, and you'll be allotted a residence. Now, this is an important part. This is a residential course. That means for the 10 days, you have to stay there. You cannot get out of the center. And for the 10 days you have to stay there and meditate. Second thing, no mobile, no electronic device, nothing doing. As a matter of fact, not even books or diaries. You cannot write or read something during these 10 days. So there is no diary, no mobile, no electronic device, no other valuables with you, not even money. You don't need money there. So you have to keep deposit all that if you have to the main office, and then you'll be allotted a residential quarter. After you are allotted a residential quarter, there is nothing much on the 0th day. On the 0th day, there is just a session in the evening. You are being introduced to the course, right? You have been oriented, and from this day one, I'll give you a day by day experience of it. So the day one, they teach you a technique called anapan. That means watching your breath as it goes in and moves out. So that's the technique, and they teach it on the first day. For the first day you practice it anapan, man, you'll find out that your mind wanders away very fast. On the first day you're not able to focus, you're not able to concentrate. So the day one passes like you'll feel like, what am I doing? I have come here to meditate, and what I'm watching my breath for the entire day. For the entire day, after you watch your breath, in the evening there is a discourse. There is a Dhamma discourse. So in the discourse, Guruji S.N. Goenka, the principal teacher of Vipassana, will tell you about why have you come here. I mean, by knowingly, unknowingly, people land up there, knowing nothing about it, and still they do it. So the first day he'll give you the path on which we have to walk for the next 10 days. So that happens on the first day. There is a discourse, and then next discourse, the Guruji tells you that you will have to, do this, do that for the next 10 days. So after the discourse, there is nothing much. The timetable of this course is interesting. You'll have to wake up at 4 and till 9. And I'll give you the timetable in the link in the description. You can know about the entire timetable. So that's the thing. You'll have to wake up at 4 and go to sleep at 9. So on the second day, the meditation technique Anapan is continued. It actually lasts for 3 days. So the second day, the area on concentration becomes narrow, and the experience is still, you are ripe, you don't know what you're doing. But for 10 day, for in the 24 hours, you have to meditate for the 10 hours. So that experience is really valuable. The third day, you concentrate the area of your focus very much. You start looking for sensations on the part of upper lip, on the area of mustache. So on the fourth day, you are given the technique of Vipassana. So Vipassana is an ancient Pali word. Pali is an Indian language of about 2500 years old. So you are given the technique of Vipassana. Vipassana in Pali means to see, and Vipassana is the Vipassana. Visist means you see in a special way. The question arises, what do you have to see? You have to see yourself. You have to see your own body. How do you see your own body? I mean, not by the way you look at it, not by the way you see with your eyes. You have to see it in a special way. You don't have to look at your body, your organs and stuff. You have to look for the sensations that are happening on your body. You have to look for the little vibration, little wavelets, little sensations happening on the skin of your body. Why do they make you do so? Why do you look for the sensations? The reason is that if you look for the sensations in the body, you concentrate your mind to the very minutest part of your body. And it happens that after you look for sensations, Guruji explains in his discourse that why does this sensations occur? And if you attend that course, I mean, you'll understand it to the depth. From starting from the fourth day till the seventh or about eighth day, you have to continue with the Vipassana. On the ninth day, they'll teach you one more type of meditation called Bhanga Dhyan. It is a type of Vipassana, but you have to, not just observe the surface of the skin, have to go inside the body and observe. So that's the Bhanga Dhyan that they teach you on the ninth day. And on the 10th day in the morning, they teach you the Metta meditation technique. That is a Maitri Bhavana meditation technique. That means the merits that you have earned for the last 10 days, you're not going to enjoy them alone. You have to share with the other. You have to share the compassion. You have to share the kindness with others. So that is the Metta meditation that is taught on the 10th day. And on the 10th day, you get your valuables back. You get everything. You deposit your mobile and electronic devices. Everything you get back. And you can talk to the people around there. So the noble silence is only meant to be kept for 9 days. And the noble silence, what does noble silence mean? Noble silence means that you don't just have to talk with your mouth. You cannot even talk with your gestures and body language. You cannot even make eye contact with the other meditators. That's not allowed. So that's about 10 days. Now I'll tell you about my experience. It was great because the technique of Vipassana makes you nirbhay. Nirbhay means you're not feared. You don't fear anything. Nirbair, you are not, in an animosity with anybody. And on top of that, this is a very scientific technique, according to me. Why do I say that? Because, there are many practices, there are many techniques, they say to reach the ultimate. But most of them don't sound too scientific. Most of them are hoagie. Most of them make you chant the name of a particular god repeatedly. They make you worship a god repeatedly. But it is not so in this meditation. This is a non-sectarian, non-religious meditation technique. No matter what faith you are, no matter what religion you are, you can practice this meditation. And it does not include the worship of any person or any god. It just says you observe what is the truth within yourself. And when you observe the truth within yourself, what manifests itself as truth, that is the truth for you, not something that you heard from somebody else. What you heard from somebody else may be true for him or her. It's not true for you. It's true for you only when you experience it. So that's the kind of attitude of this meditation, and I find that very interesting. Apart from that, I have been into personal development since a long time. So I learned about the mind and the body and the relationship between the mind and the body, and how do the mind affects the body every moment. And I knew that on an intellectual level, I knew on the conscious level. But when I did this meditation, boy, it was great, because for the first time I knew it experientially. You originate a negative thought, and the moment you originate a negative thought, there are sensations within the body, negative sensations. You can feel that. And this is the main important part of this entire meditation technique that I love the most. And apart from that, the Dhamma perspective. It is said that this meditation technique was found by Lord Buddha around 2500 years ago. But it when it disappeared from the land, it was not preserved in its original form. But in a monastery in Myanmar, that is the country besides India, Myanmar, this technique was preserved through the guru disciple, propagation method. So it was kept preserved in its original form. And the Guruji S.N. Goenka, he went there, he was there, and he learned this technique from the monk called Sayaji Ubakin. And he learned this technique and he came to India and has been spreading since 1976. Speaking in short, if you're looking for just the physical aspect of this meditation, it's not for the weaklings. I mean, if you're just looking for the fun part, this is not the meditation that you should go to. If you're just looking for the 10 days of enjoyment and going to a retreat just to relax yourself, this is not the technique, because this is a appearance type of technique. This is, you have to work for the continuous 10 days, and it's hard. It's not easy as it sounds. I mean, you have to keep mum for 9 days. It's not for the weaklings. If you think that you'll go there and enjoy yourself for the 10 days, I don't think so. You'll get too much out of it. If you are looking for a real spiritual practice, that is a true dhamma, there is a true way to reach the ultimate, to reach the nibbana, to reach the nirvana stage. This is a good technique. I feel this is the most scientific technique there is right now. From that, if you are a guy of science like me, I'm engineer, so a guy of science like me, and you like to see things through and through. You don't want any unnatural stuff, any unusual stuff. This is this technique. There is nothing unnatural, there is nothing abnormal in this, there is nothing hokey in this. Everything is very much scientific and very much uh, what we can say, very much it fits with your logic. So that is good. That is a good plus point of this meditation. On the other hand, uh, I've heard many of the because not everybody had a good experience like me. Some people said we felt like we are trapped in a jail or something like that for the 10 days, and they felt relieved when they came out. But it depends on people to people. But I would suggest you that if you are ready to take on some heat, to take some hardship and learn this technique, it will benefit you for the lifetime. I'm telling you. This is I feel very grateful that I came to know about this through my dad. He's a regular Vipassana meditator, and I did it. After these 10 days, it's a new level of confidence. It is a new level of outlook of life. It's a new level of looking at spirituality with a scientific point of view. So that's it. That's it. What I say. My experience was really good. I cannot say it would be the same for you because I've heard many negative experiences as well. But I'll say let's give it a try. As a mark of an individual person is to try a thing without judging it. So before you go and before you judge something, you should go there. You do a meditation course of 10 days, and then you can pass your judgment on that. That's it from you. Sabka mangal ho. Let all be happy.